Yesterday, before the new episode aired, Page 6 dropped an article, which was kind of weird. The headline was exclusive. Lisa Hochstein's boyfriend, Jody Glidden, called off wedding shortly before being seen with Real Housewives of Miami star for first time. I saw this and I did a poll. I said, oh my God, was I wrong about Jody? 40% of you said yes. 60% of you said no. At first I was like, oh my God, I'm wrong. Oh my God, my witchy senses. Because I've been very vocal about how he was my favorite house husband, quote unquote house husband. And so for this to come out, I'm like, how dare you? I'm going to read just a part of the article. During their 5-year relationship, they grew as a couple, fell in love with each other's families, and experienced the greatest love of their lives, according to their wedding website, seen by Page 6. They got engaged in a boat in Paris overlooking the Eiffel Tower in September 2021. We can confirm that Glidden, 50, has a 14-year-old daughter from a previous marriage, whom we're told Rabia helped raise. Rabia is the former fiance. Though Glidden and Rabia did not have children together, we're told they spoke of starting a family once they were married. Multiple insiders say the former couple spent 2 years renovating the Miami house that was recently featured in an episode of Real Housewives of Miami as being Glidden's newly renovated home, which previously belonged to cast member Adriana De Mora. Their wedding was set to take place in the south of France on September 3rd, 2022, with a welcome party scheduled for September 1st. Multiple insiders tell us Glidden called off the nuptials only a few days before they were set to say I do, leaving everyone shocked. However, a source close to the tech entrepreneur maintains that he and Rabia ended their relationship a month before the wedding. Ooh, they even got like pictures of the welcome party, the beach lunch on September 3rd, and the wedding day, 7 p.m. to 3 a.m. Oh, my. Okay. Multiple insiders say the wedding party and dozens of guests still went on the trip to show support since they both seemed heartbroken. Very Carl and Lindsay-like. But the source close to Glidden insists some of his closest friends didn't even book their flights because they had so much notice. Conflicting information here. Multiple insiders tell us Glidden assured everyone that he and Rabia were taking a break to sort through their issues and would reschedule their wedding for a later date. Multiple insiders. I wonder who they are. We're told they were intimate and acted like a couple the entire time they were in Provence. Who is saying this? That's kind of a lot. Page 6 has seen photos of Jody, Rabia, and Jody's daughter together in France on August 30th, August 31st, and September 1st, 2022. Oh my God, they showed the picture. On September 3rd, what would have been their wedding day, we're told Glidden flew back to Miami alone, leaving his daughter with Rabia so the teen could still enjoy her vacation. Page 6 has seen photos of Jody's daughter in France on September 3rd. Security camera footage taken at around 2:30 a.m. on September 4th, 2022 shows Glidden and Hochstein arriving back to the $52 million Star Island mansion she shared with estranged husband Dr. Lenny Hochstein after an apparent night out. Multiple insiders say Glidden told Rabia he met Lisa 41 the day he got back to Miami, but she didn't believe him. Meanwhile, the source close to Glidden claims the reason he left Rabia wasn't Lisa. Multiple insiders tell us the Real Housewives of Miami star allegedly informed friends that she and Glidden began dating in July 2022, but they were not seen canoodling until December of that year. Wait, multiple sources tell us Lisa knew about Glidden's engagement and allegedly saw Rabia's belongings and photos on the walls throughout the residence, which he has put up for sale. Meanwhile, the Bravo celebrity moved into a $32,000 per month condo in Miami Beach, which we're told Glidden helps pay for in September. We all felt so bad because it seemed like Rabia went into a depression while Jody was out parading around town with Lisa, one person close to the pair tells us. Adding that Glidden loves talking about his newfound fame and notoriety. Who's saying all this? Okay, so I see this and I'm like, say it ain't so. Well, I didn't even have to get that far because Lisa and Jody enter the chat. Let me bring up my screenshots. Whew, it's a lot. Okay, so on this Page 6 post, Jody wrote, Yes, I broke off an engagement a few weeks before I met Lisa. This article left out that Rabia and I broke up off and on all throughout the year and in early August made it final. I didn't want to bring a baby into the world in such an unstable relationship because I have a little girl and I have an ex-wife and I remember what a great relationship felt like. Robbie and I never found that stability, unfortunately. Lisa and I met for the first time weeks after the breakup. We went on a first date about 3 weeks after my final breakup. And Lisa and I were not exclusive or serious until many months after that. I was nice enough to let Rabia stay in my house that we had just moved into while I searched with her for a new place to live. I paid for her apartment when asked, gave her a car for a while when asked, and money to help her. I even was kind enough to pay to freeze her eggs since I was worried about her chances of having a child after our breakup. Wow, that's really nice. I paid for all of this, even though I didn't have to. Rabia makes it sound like this was mine and her marital home. She and I had no kids, no marriage. I was afraid of all of that with her because we had such an on again, off again relationship. I was asked for more money a couple of months ago by Rabia. Rabia said she would go to the media to mess with me if I didn't pay. I refused. Lisa heard the whole thing, and I called multiple friends at the time, including lawyers. They would be happy to corroborate this. Ooh. But to sum it up, Robbie and I broke up almost a year and a half ago now. It's extremely disappointing that someone would team up to try to do this to Lisa and I and our children. We really just wish we could be left alone without these constant attempts to break us up or hurt us. Lisa and I really think that media pieces like this just hurt families, and we wish we didn't have to respond when they keep happening. What kind of person airs their grievances in the media to begin with? Then Lisa responds, exactly. One thing about Jody is he's not a liar. He's one of the most honest stand-up men I have ever met in my entire life. Also, to make it seem as though I was the cause of any sort of breakup is preposterous, completely made up. What is the motive here? Then Jody says, I agree. When you read these articles, you have to ask yourself a simple couple of questions. Who called the media and why? Then Lenny enters the chat. Not true. I know when you started seeing Lisa because she told me about you. I also know that the recording device you planted in my car has many previous recordings on it. Get a lawyer. You're going to need it. Then Lisa says, we assumed you were behind this. Thanks for confirming. Wait. We assumed you were behind this. Thanks for confirming. Why don't you just go away and leave everybody alone and move on? You have zero credibility. Nobody believes anything you have to say. You're messy, abusive, mentally and physically. She got 50 likes on that one. The next one, Lisa responds again. Unbelievable that you are engaging as a so-called professional 57-year-old man. This man, Miami Jody, stepped up where you couldn't and take care of our children when you refused to pay for your responsibilities. Instead of trying to attack this man, you should be thanking him. Oh my gosh. And then Lenny responds to somebody else. Amanda must have said, leave them alone. So he responds to Amanda, I have left them alone. I don't post anything about them, and I have never written anything here before. Maybe ask Lisa to leave me alone and stop lying about me. A person can only take so much. I'm trying to focus on myself and my children, but every day Lisa comes up with a new accusation more outlandish than the last. I'm done being quiet. Lisa responds to Kimberly in a separate, multiple threads on this. Loser he is. I'm trying to move on, but all he does is constantly attack me, file motions against because he wants to financially abuse me. All you do is, and then she's writing to Lenny, all you do is litigate it against people. That's your life's mission. You're a mean, nasty old man. Leave me, the mother of your children, alone. You're a monster. Oh my God, he responded. This is Delisa. Laughable. He's living in an apartment I pay for and went on a ski vacation that I gave you $15K to go on. So no, Jody isn't paying for my children. They are well taken care of by me, like they always will be. Oh, he responded to Lisa again. Behind what? You know everything here is true. Oh, here's Jody. Lenny, I have a waterfront home that I pay for, and then I'm paying for half of the place for Lisa and your children, still waiting for the phone call. Wait, it goes on more. No, Lenny, we woke up to 2 articles this morning that you guys put in the media. We've been just trying to live our life. We took your kids to Jungle Island last night and woke up to this nonsense. Lisa says to Lenny, you are too old for this. Go enjoy your vacation. Are you drunk? You pay $17K. Jody pays the rest for a $32K a month place so we can live in the proximity according to the MSA comfortably with enough space. So I don't feel alienated from my children. You wanted to put me in something small. Your life's mission for whatever reason is trying to destroy me. Move on. Aren't you on vacation? Jody goes to more birthday parties and kids events than you ever have in your entire life as a parent. Don't get me started. Oh my gosh. Then Jody responds to Lenny. Got it. Your evidence that Lisa and I were seeing each other was that you say so. As someone who is constantly talking about defamation, maybe you should stop defaming somebody who has money. Although I forgot how much you love lawsuits and drama. Oh my God. Then Lisa says to herself, I'm sorry. I am so team Lisa, but Lisa replied to herself. Oh my gosh. She wrote, Lisa Hochstein. Okay. You fight me for the children's uniform shoes. You fight me for camp for the kids. You refuse to pay my moving fees according to the MSA because you feel it's too expensive. Although it's the going rate, you always try to lowball everyone and get out of paying. You wanted to go public and hurt me, although I've never come for you. Grow up. Oh my God. Then Lenny responds to Jody. So when the nannies tell me you're living there with your daughter, they're lying? Oh my God. This is Lisa to Lenny. What are you talking about? You lied to me every chance you get. You were even caught at your mistress's old apartment. A fan messaged me and told me he saw you with her. I have the screenshots. You later told me that you went there for some party and she happened to be there. Turns out that's where she lived. I wanted you to come with me to a wedding. You refused to because, of course, you were cheating on me with your mistress. Oh my God. Wait, Lisa has another thread. What? I read the article and pretty much everything in it is completely untrue. If anyone would like proof or receipts, let me know. Also, I was dating somebody in July and August. I have never met this ex and I couldn't identify her if she was standing in front of me. What a coincidence. Lenny put out another defamatory, untrue article with another publication about some supposed prescription drug use. I'm sure that was concocted by his mistress, her publicist, as I've seen them work with the same reporter before. Woohoo! Guys, happy Thanksgiving.